Hey guys, what's going on? Back here again today with another video. Sadly, not a fishing video, but it is a fishing related video. Had to work all day, gonna have to work all day tomorrow, so won't have time for a fishing video. But today, I picked me up some new braided line by ProCat, and I was noticing out on my channel I don't have a like braid versus regular fishing line, and I kind of wanted to go over a few of the pros and cons of each, so if you're kind of on the fence about it, maybe this video might help you make your decision a little bit easier, let's say that. So when I first started out, well, when everybody starts out, they always start out with regular fluorocarbon or monofilament, whatever is pre-spooled in the reel you kind of buy at Walmart. And it's all good and dandy. I mean, that's somewhere in between like 4 and 6 pound tests, which is really good. But once you kind of start getting more advanced fishing and you want to start catching bigger fish, that 4 pound and 6 pound test line, you're gonna be snapping your line a lot and be losing a lot of fish. So it kind of gets frustrating. So you kind of want to start upgrading to like higher pound tests. Like this is 12 pound. This is some 20 pound braided line. And the difference between regular fishing line and braided line, on your regular this is fluorocarbon. It's hard if the camera will focus. This is on my new camera, by the way, which is freaking awesome. It's a single strand, and on braided line, I have a little piece here. It's like 7 strands twisted together, so it is like super durable. But right off the bat, you can tell there's a big difference in visibility. The clear one is almost invisible. The camera barely picks it up. And this braided line, which I got in lime green, it is extremely visible. So sometimes when the fish are finicky, this braided line, they can see it a mile away, and you wind up getting less bites on it rather than using, regular fluorocarbon or monofilament. So, which do I use on my reels, you may be asking? Dun-dun-dun! The braided line. I use braided on every single one of my reels, whether it's spinning, bait casters. I haven't tried it on a spinning cast reel, so just bait casters and spinning reels is what I put this on. And I would go from anywhere from 10 pound all the way to 65 pound braid. And braid is, it is awesome. I mean, when like this right here, I have these little cutters here, you barely even pinch this thing and it cuts. I mean, it's super easy. Braid, on the other hand, like if you're sitting there holding it, you gotta chomp on it a few times to get it to cut, and even when you do, it's kind of a frayed cut. So it's a whole lot harder to cut. So I use braided line for one. This is 20 pound braided line, and this is 12 pound fluorocarbon. This 20 pound braided line is thinner than the 12 pound fluorocarbon, which is crazy. This will hold more weight than this 12 pound, and it's thinner. So that's why a lot of fishermen go to braided line, because it's a whole lot stronger and you're not using a very thick line. If you were to go 20 pound or 30 pound on fluorocarbon or monofilament, the line is so big that when you're trying to put it on your reel, it's just going to come off, like just bunch out, because it's like trying to twist wire around something. It just don't work. It's too thick and it doesn't bend, and it has way too much memory. This braided line, I can sit here and kind of put it in my hand, and it lays however I lay it. Whichever direction I want this line to lay, it basically lays. As far as fluorocarbon goes, it comes in a roll, so the memory is this roll. Whenever you set it on a surface, it's gonna want to go back into a circle every single time. Every time it's gonna want to go back into a circle. So this line holds a lot of memory. So when you're using spinning reels, when you open up the bail, this line is kind of want to jump off. And the higher pound test you go, the harder it is to keep it on your line. Braided line, you can go all the way up to 65 pound, and it has very little line memory. So you're not going to be having all those problems with the line, you know, just coming off the reel, making a big mess, extremely frustrating, and wanting to make you throw your reel in the water. Whew. So this is great for when the fish are finicky, the fluorocarbon. When the fish are finicky and not biting and really hesitant on what they eat, if they see this, if they see your lure or bait, whatever it may be, and they see this line sticking out right beside it, it kind of looks out of the ordinary, and you might get less bites. So with fluorocarbon, like I said, it's basically invisible, so you will get more than likely more bites than you would on braided line. You know, everybody has their opinion, that's just mine. One of the positives of using braided line is, like I said, it is extremely durable. If you wrap this thing around your hand and pull hard, like really hard, this line will cut into your skin. I have a few scars on my finger, if it will focus, from the braided line cutting into my skin. This stuff is super resistant. So if you're trying to pull a fish out of docks or weeds or anything where there's a lot of structure, this braided line is able to rub on that structure a whole lot more. I'm not saying it's, you know, bulletproof, but it's able to rub on that structure a whole lot more and not fray your line. As compared to fluorocarbon or monofilament, you have the invisibility aspect of it, but once this stuff starts rubbing on a dock or stick or log, it's gonna snap. It snaps very easily. So you kind of have to weigh your options. So you're wondering, I gave all the cons about braid, why do I use braid? You could cast twice as far, in my mind. You cast a whole lot farther using braid than you can fluorocarbon. There's less line memory. It's a lot tougher with structure, sticks, docks, stuff of that nature. But when the water is clear and you kind of want that stealthiness to it, you know, you kind of want the fluorocarbon feel to your braid, I do a fluorocarbon leader to my main braided line. In my channel, my upcoming videos, I plan to make how you tie fluorocarbon line to your main line of braided line, and it's called an Alberto knot. I believe that's what it is. You can search it up on YouTube, but it's a simple knot, and it gives you the leader, 3 or 4 foot of leader of this clear invisible line to your braided line. So your main line is braided, your leader is fluorocarbon, so you kind of get that invisible, you know, aspect of it, and you'll get a lot more bites. But if you're still trying to pull fish out of docks and sticks, if it kind of rubs on the fluorocarbon part, you know, you still have your chances of losing fish. So it's kind of a hit or miss type of deal, but in my experience of fishing, I'm becoming more and more an avid fisherman, and I'm really leaning on the braid side. Everybody's different, everybody, you know, either or. It's kind of like a Glock and M&P, or a Glock in 1911. Some people like the 1911, some people like the Glocks. So with everything, there's always two sides of the party. Mine is the braided line. Well guys, I hope my video has helped you kind of, if you're on the fence about it, decide fluorocarbon or monofilament to braided line. Each one has their advantages. Some days this will come in handy, some days this will come in handy. But in my experience, this is my go-to right here, braided line. If you appreciate the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget, we're still having the giveaway. There's 2 days left in the giveaway. I had it on there where you had to share the post on my Tackleberry 101's Facebook page. But for all the people that have liked the video or shared the video are still entered. But on this video, there's only 2 days left by Monday. If you comment down below that you subscribed and that you want to enter the contest, all you have to do is comment down below on this video. You don't have to share anything. We kind of had a hiccup with that. So just comment down below on the video that you're subscribed and you're enjoying the channel, and we'll enter to win. I'll be giving away the Mitchell 300 Pro and the braided line on Monday. I'll be contacting the winner, and I'll get that sent out to them. But I appreciate y'all tuning in for today's video. It's on the new camera. I'm loving it. I mean, the focus and everything is great. It kicks the crap out of the GoPro. GoPro's awesome, but This camera's a whole lot better. I'll probably be doing a review on my channel soon. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.